When I was young, left my home and went away to Vegas.
All right, gonna hit the strip. You know, the quality of chocolate milk on the actual strip is dire. Go figure. Kind of every other block there's CVS or Walgreens, and they're just going to have the standard national brands, the Fairlife, Core Power, True Moo, Nesquik. I even saw Yoo-Hoo and some muscle milk and that shit. So that's mainly what you're going to find on the strip. However, there is an Eataly as part of the MGM, a real big one. It's beautiful in there, and I was hoping that they would have, since in New York, Eataly had Arethusa Farm, some of the best chocolate milk in New York. And in LA, Eataly had Straus family creamery chocolate milk, which in my opinion is one of the best ever and the best in California. So it only sort of makes sense that the Eataly out here would maybe have the best chocolate milk out here. This is the biggest Eataly I've ever seen, so I'm highly optimistic at this point. Didn't see any whatsoever. They had Maple Hill Farm, just regular white milk, and that's what you get. A decent chocolate milk, you got to get off the strip, which fortunately was able to get away today. Ubered around a bunch of different places and picked up some good stuff. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Staying home, but my will was strong and I had to make it big in Vegas. They'll put my name.
So once you get off the strip, you'll find some really nice chocolate milk here. Actually, I just had some of that Maple Hill Farm, which I hadn't seen before. I'd seen the regular white milk, but I've not seen chocolate before. It's 2%, you know, organic, fair trade, gluten-free, all the bells and whistles. It tastes really good. It reminded me of a 2% version of Trader Joe's, but still like not any worse. Absolutely delicious. And also they've got Straus Family Creamery, of course, from Marshall, California, which we've highlighted in earlier videos, but man, that stuff is transcendent. So you can get that here too. Of course, you got Cocoa Metro as well, which is pretty much nationwide these days. That was available, saw that at Whole Foods. So there's really good chocolate milk here in Vegas. So for local stuff, we've got Anderson Dairy. It's from right here in Las Vegas. So how does this taste? I haven't had this before. It's 2%. You'll notice, you won't see it here, but it's extremely fair complected, which oftentimes will mean it's not very chocolatey. In this case, it isn't at all. It's got a very strong malty punch, and then it just kind of stays with you on the back of the tongue. It's not super pleasant. I don't recommend this. Kind of wasted the 2% fat here. They didn't put really much of any chocolate whatsoever in here. Maybe it caters to local tastes, I don't know. If you don't like chocolate, but you like a malt, like kind of a salty malt punch in your milk, yeah, give Anderson Dairy a try. But for me, this stuff's going in the next garbage can that I see right there. Better. Okay, so in terms of local stuff, local chocolate milk, what's good here? Because that Anderson Dairy certainly wasn't, but they do have a really good one. Sandhill Dairy from Fallon, Nevada, which is up north towards Reno, is outstanding. It's got a real strong buttery creaminess to it. It's saltier than it is sweet, which I enjoy quite a bit, and there's a real wild edge to it too. It's a little bit grassier than normal, and it comes off really well. So Sandhill Dairy. You've done an outstanding job. You can get it at Sprouts here in town. It's the only store I've seen it in. Visit a Sprouts in the Las Vegas metro area. Pick up some Sandhill Dairy, and you will not be sorry you did, man. This stuff is awesome. Yeah, it's a good spot right here by the Bellagio. I stood here with my mom, say about 13 years ago, maybe about 2005. It's one of my favorite pictures of the two of us, and not to get sentimental, but I'll never forget that. It's starting to get dark. The milk's starting to get warm. Of course, I've been carrying it on my back. The hotel room doesn't have a fridge. It's got like the mini bar fridge where if you move anything in there, it charges you for it, and there's not enough room to put any chocolate milk in there. So I got kind of a ghetto rigged system with a plastic shopping bags full of ice, and it's not good. I'm kind of expecting a mess when I get back, but I just got to drink as much of it as I can and kind of still save room for a few drinks tonight. Not really chocolatey at all. You get a much more intense chocolatey experience by sucking the candy shell off of an M&M.
When you're an M&M, you'll really enjoy the way you taste.
Are you licking yourself?
What? What'd you say?